State Representative Jeffrey Elmore with your weekly session update for February 23rd, 2023. As I say every week, it's an extremely busy week here at the General Assembly, and this week seemed to be a pattern of a lot of visitations from folks from the district. And I appreciate folks coming out and talking with us while we're in Raleigh about their needs. Some folks that we met with this week, I met with Jack Sims, representing the town of Taylorsville, and also his role as the GOP chairman in Alexander County and for the 10th Congressional District. With him was Kent Herman, one of the county commissioners from Alexander County, talking with me about the needs there in Alexander. Also, we had a visit from Kevin Reese, town commissioner in the town of Rhonda. And we also met with a delegation from the town of North Wilkesboro at the League of Municipalities dinner. Mayor Mark Hauser and my longtime friend Bert Hall, Otis Church, and Angela Day, and town manager Holly Minton, talking about the needs of the town of North Wilkesboro. Some other outreaches that we did this week too, I spoke with Delta Kappa Gamma Alpha Beta chapter in Smithfield. These are a group of ladies that are current teachers or retired teachers at all educational levels about educational issues facing the state. And I also got to speak on a panel discussion with the Charter School Coalition talking about education budgeting. So a lot of outreach this week talking about what's going on, basically crystal balling on what the budget process and the legislative session will look like for these folks. This past Friday, I wanted to touch base with you a little bit about the American Flood Coalition. The visit to the Woodfield Bridge project was very good. A lot of good information, and Manager Ken Nolan did a wonderful job with the town of Wilkesboro explaining how the money was leveraged to complete the project and what the project does for our area. So that was very, very good. Now, with some bill discussion now, I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the bills that have passed and this week, and one that I filed. First, I want to talk about House Bill 50. This is the pistol purchase permit repeal. We had a House version of this bill that we passed this week. The Senate passed a version that they had last week. I was a co-sponsor on the House legislation. And basically what this does, it eliminates the pistol permit requirement that you have to go to the Sheriff's Department and receive that piece of paper, because we feel confident in the background check system that is at point of purchase. So that will take away basically an archaic step that technology has basically eliminated the need for it. I think that's a good common sense piece of legislation, and I was happy to be a co-sponsor on that. We also passed and sent to the Senate House Bill 34, Protect Those Who Serve and Protect. This act increases the punishment on discharging or attempting to discharge weapons into unoccupied emergency vehicles. There has been a slight problem across the state of people going and basically doing drive-by shootings of vacant police cars or ambulances. This will increase the penalties there, so hopefully it will deter those actions. Bill that we filed and placed in bill filing is House Bill 135, Arts High School Diploma Endorsement. This is modeled after a program that they're doing in Arizona. And what this would do for a student is they can receive a career endorsement on their diploma if they take extra steps in their art classes. So I think this would be very good for our kids that are interested in visual arts, dance, music, to help them as they move forward in their process of education. This Saturday, it's going to be nice. I'm going to get to speak to the Boy Scout Conference that will take place on the Wilkes Community College campus to talk to them a little bit about how a bill becomes law and what the process is down here. So I'm very excited to be able to speak to the Boy Scouts this Friday. Next week will be another busy week as we continue talking about budget development and in budget meetings, and also with the actions in the chamber.